Morris wins it ahead of Bennett. McGregor again deciding to cut inside, brought down, free kick in a dangerous position for Tivoli Gardens with about 4 minutes remaining in this contest. This could be a pivotal moment.
McGregor, another one of the really good ball handlers for Tivoli, taking on the Harbourview defenders here, just running by 2 or 3 of them.
They're trying to weed out Nicholas Smith. Junior McGregor is behind this one for Tivoli. McGregor with the effort. Oh, what a brilliant strike! The Tivoli Gardens number 7 comes up trumps off the bench. A super strike from the super sub. Tivoli Gardens 1, Harbourview. Morris wins it ahead of Bennett. McGregor again deciding to cut inside, brought down, free kick in a dangerous position for Tivoli Gardens with about 4 minutes remaining in this contest. This could be a pivotal moment.
McGregor, another one of the really good ball handlers for Tivoli, taking on the Harbourview defenders here, just running by 2 or 3 of them.
They're trying to weed out Nicholas Smith. Junior McGregor is behind this one for Tivoli. McGregor with the effort. Oh, what a brilliant strike! The Tivoli Gardens number 7 comes up trumps off the bench. A super strike from the super sub. Tivoli Gardens 1, Harbourview.
Yeah, good night everyone, and welcome back to BAM Sports TV. Really do appreciate the persons who have joined. People, as you reach, hit the like button. It's now 8:07. I'm not gonna let this video go beyond an hour because time constraints and them stuff with people. So we're not go beyond an hour. Zane? Now gonna be an hour for sure. Yeah, people. So I have some documents. Some documents were sent to me earlier in the week. So we'll just get straight into it. So just for a little context, I don't think everybody know. Yo, big up, Duke. Big up. Yes, the people. You don't know the ongoing saga we have to take place between Vere Phoenix, our Phoenix Academy, and Mountain View FC. Where Mountain View FC is alleging that there are 2 players at Vere Phoenix, at Vere United, who are their players and they were not duly transferred, and so they are seeking clarity, or they want guidance from the powers that be. Now, the JFF, some documents were submitted to the JFF. They had a hearing and they made a ruling stating that based on their information, the players are Vere Phoenix, Vere United players, which is Vere Phoenix people, but JFF now recognize them as Vere Phoenix. So them call them Vere United. They say the players are Vere United players and they have nothing to contradict that. Big up, Sherman. Big up. So, subsequent to that, we receive a document. We have my source of people and we make the link. Somebody send me some documents. So I'm going to go through the documents with you and you can share your input. Yeah. So this is the first document. Yeah, man. Big up, Sherman. So this document is dated October 10, 2024, and it states, "Good morning, sirs. We have received media reports that indicated the competitions committee made a ruling in respect of the complaint made by KSAFA on behalf of Mountain View FC of the illegal transfer and use of players Kshaine Gordon and Romarion Thomas by Vere United now referred to as Vere Phoenix. So KSAFA say them here in the media. So clearly, them never get the document to the JFF sent to them. Because them saying that the media them see it. Or the document, the JFF document, them never get the official copy. Because them say them see it in the media, or them get media reports. So KSAFA state, we wish to reiterate the following. 1. Romarion Thomas first represented Mountain View FC in 2017-2018 youth season under 13 competition. Please see attached copies of ID cards. Thomas subsequently represented Mountain View FC at under 17 level in 2019-2020 season. Thomas also represented Mountain View FC in 2022-23 season at the major league level, all of which can be collaborated by the documents attached for your attention. Both Kshaine Gordon and Romarion Thomas were invited to represent Mountain View FC in a JFF under-20 trials on April 13, 2022. So essentially, Mountain View has said JFF recognized the players as Mountain View players. We'll soon get to that. At no time did KSAFA receive a transfer request from Los Perfectos or any other duly recognized club, save Cavalier SC or any other local parish association for the players in question. At no time prior to the current situation did KSAFA or Mountain View were informed, written or verbally, by any of the parents of the players in question that they want or intended to transfer their child's registration to another football club. In any case, this only applies if the players were under the ages of 16 at the time of such request. Even if, so this is 7 now, even if at the time Mr. Thomas' registration for Los Perfectos FC by the Manchester FA, such a letter from the parents/guardian existed, it would have no effect on the player who was over the age of 16. So KSAFA say the parental consent irrelevant because the player is over 16. But me know on the JFF Connect system, if you are registered a player under 18, you have to have the parental consent form. I know that. So if you're 17, you still need it. So I don't know, but that's what KSAFA is saying. Thus, his club registration remains with Mountain View FC. It is also clear that after his illegal or unsanctioned transfer to Los Perfectos, Romarion Thomas in particular last played for Mountain View FC in the KSAFA Major League competition in 2022-2023. Based on the foregoing and from the previous communication to Mr. Ian Campbell, the players in question were illegally registered by Los Perfectos via the Manchester FA. We await on the official correspondent from the JFF to further inform Mountain View. Signed, Mark Bennett, President, KSAFA. So that's a one document, people. So KSAFA said, if you put it in a layman term, KSAFA is saying the player was not transferred properly, therefore illegal. That KSAFA said, people. I'm going to try to find some. Alright, I don't know if we can see this in a people. But this is an ID for an under 17 and under 13 competition with Romarion Thomas's picture and his information. I don't know if it's his picture. Well, maybe that's something I know, because it clearly no looks so now, people. So we can't go really, it no looks so now. But this is a document bearing his picture and his information for under 13 and under 17 competition, people. KSAFA present that as a part of their affidavit. Next, people, them send me the documents. This is a match card, people. I don't know if you can see this, People, this is a match card. Hold on. Reset. Yeah, so this is a match card. This is a match card for Mountain View. We have a smaller version, so we can't tell you what the point. I don't know why it's not been bigger than that, but this is a match card. So this match card is dated the 6th of May 2023. Match played at the Excelsior High School, 3:30 p.m. Home team, Mountain View. Away team, Bull Bay. Mountain View lost that game 3-1. When we look at this match card, we not call out everybody's name on it, but save and except Romarion Thomas is player number 21. So if you can't see it so clearly, people, because it shows small. But right here, sir, Romarion Thomas player number 21, and he also scored a goal in that game. He and Kshaine Gordon started. So Thomas was in 21, and Gordon was in number 9. That's what Mountain View is. That's the information presented by KSAFA to the JFF. So this is a match card dated, as I say, 6th of May 2023. Hold on, people. That's so much of them. I think I want enough people. Hold on, see the next one. 11th of June 2023. All right, people, may I remove that? Next match card, 11th of June 2023. Let me scroll down again. Romarion Thomas, player number 8. Kshaine Gordon, player number 7. This game was played at Rockfort. Mountain View won 3-1, 4 p.m. So 11th of June. 11th of June, people. So next match card here, 18th of June. Mountain View FC versus Maxfield Park. Game played at Maxfield Park Field. Romarion Thomas, player number 8, and Kshaine Gordon. In that game, the card is saying Gordon was shown a yellow card in the 20th minute and a second yellow card in the 80th, and thus red carded. So Gordon was red carded in the 80th minute, people. The match form, I want everything, I'll refer your name and everything depending on people. So that's how we move the viewers, people. Now, moving along. I have a next document, you know. Hold on, people. I have a next document. This one is a bit longer. This, yeah, that one is longer, people. So give me some time to get through it. Okay. This document is dated October 12, 2024. People, big up. Make sure you hit the like button, people. People, as you join the stream, make sure you hit the like button. Who not subscribe yet, people are joking on a party that we are watching at 8 likes, people. Not to do better on that, man. People not to do better on that. We not to do better on that, people, man. Not hit the like button. 43 people. And what is 21 likes? Joke thing, people. Not hit the like button, man. People, hit the like button. Who know sometime hit the like button. Intense Sports, yo, big up Ryan LFC, my brother. I was calling you today, bro, and you weren't taking my call. So it's the second time I call you. You didn't take my call, you didn't return my call, bro. So when I'm finished, I'm gonna call you again. Yeah, Gunners boss, big up, big up. Yo, Chemo, big up, champion. People, like up the stream, man. Like up the live, people. I'm now go for more than an hour, you know. People, like up the live, like up the live. Yeah, like up the stream, people. Anyways, we'll get into it now. So, this is dated October 12, and it said, oh, Grammy, you're late, brother. You're late, Grammy, but Grammy, stay tuned for that party. October 12, 2024, Mr. Gregory Daly, Chairman, Competition Chairman, Jamaica Football Federation. Yo, RR, big up. So this is KSAFA again. So this said, further to correspondent dated October 12, 2024, received Thursday, October 10th, and our subsequent notice of appeal submitted October 11th. We wish to submit the attached documents in our support of the association's appeal of the findings of the competition committee's ruling. Yo, Graham, you have to go pull it up from the top, my father. You see me? Yeah, man. All right, so it said the association's appeal in support of Mountain View FC is based on the following grounds. But I get serious now, people. Let me remove this. Yo, Ryan LFC, big up. It said, A, the committee erred in finding that the players were properly registered to loss protectors. Both Romarion Thomas and Kshaine Gordon was improperly transferred to the Phoenix Academy in St. Anne and subsequently Vere United in Clarendon. Next, parental consent for the transfer of club registration of a player over the age of 16 justified the registration to loss protector. So, KSAFA has said the parental consent form to loss protectors is irrelevant because the player them over 16. This is what KSAFA said, people. Don't shoot the messenger. So, them go on to say, it is our position that KSAFA and Mountain View FC that both Romarion Thomas and Kshaine Gordon were improperly registered on the FIFA Connect loss protectors on February 17, 2023 and February 23, 2023 respectively, as they failed or neglected to obtain a signed transfer from Mountain View FC of KSAFA. Both Romarion Thomas and Kshaine Gordon was improperly or illegally transferred, I guess, to Phoenix Academy, St. Anne, and subsequently to Vere United, Clarendon. It's a parental consent for the transfer of club registration for a player over the age of 16 is not a justification or substitute for the requirements of a club to transfer in the instance cited by the ruling. So KSAFA is saying, even although JFF is saying them see a parental consent form, KSAFA said the player is over the age of 16. Thus, the consent form, I guess it's irrelevant, and they're also saying you can't use a consent form to substitute a transfer form. So that's what KSAFA is saying, essentially. Them take a whole heap of words to say that. My understanding. Them said, evidence/arguments in support of number 1 and 2. At the time of said registration on the FIFA Connect, both players' registration resided with Mountain View FC by virtue of them representing the club from as early as 2017-2018 season. So, there's a now KSAFA said, of youth football in KSAFA. Please see documents to include registration forms marked Exhibit A, A1, B, and B1. Is that court this? People, is that court this? Additionally, both players, Romarion Thomas and Kshaine Gordon, also represented Mountain View FC in the 2022-23 season of the Major League. Please see documents marked Exhibit C, dated May 6, 2023. Gordon and Thomas were invited to represent Mountain View FC in the JFF Under-20 trials dated April 13, 2022. What really are going on here, man, people? Make sure you like up the streaming up. People do not like up the streaming up, man. 3. The application of parental consent to justify the registration of Kshaine Gordon on the FIFA Connect is separate from the issue of which club rightfully holds his registration. A parent may give consent for his or her child to move from Team A to Team B or be registered to a professional club or sign a contract on behalf of a minor but that parent cannot transfer a child as established under the transfer rules mandated by the JFF and practiced by its affiliate. This can only be done by the club holding his registration or by the FA if the child is under the age of 16. So I'm going to layman term now, people. If a player is under 16, then parents can decide to transfer them from one club to the next. So, however, the club will only transfer can refuse. If they refuse, the parent write a letter to the FA and ask the FA to transfer them child because them child is considered a minor and the FA will have to oblige that request. So let me tell you before on the transfer form on the second page is where the club who is transferring the player out would sign it up, put in the player's name, the person who signed the form, their position in the club, and date it. If they are being transferred by the FA, then the general secretary or the person with responsibility for that, they would be the one to fill out that section and pass it on to the new club. Also, at no time prior to his current situation was KSAFA or Mountain View FC informed, written or verbally, by any of the parents of the players in question that they wanted their child's registration moved to another club. In any case, this cannot be applied to Kshaine Gordon's situation because he was not under the age of 16 when he was entered into the FIFA Connect. Therefore, the insertion of parental consent in this matter to justify that he was properly registered is irrelevant, as the issue at hand is whether he was properly transferred to Los Prefectos. So, yeah, so people, I'm doing it again. So KSAFA said, now regardless of the parental consent, they are saying the player was over 16 when he was registered to Los Prefectos, and they are also affirming that a letter cannot substitute the proper procedure for transfer. So a parent can write a letter and say, and the letter alone is used. The process of it takes place, where the association have to transfer the player out. See? Finally, the matter of both players registering and playing almost simultaneously for more than one club between 2021 and 2023, while clearly illegal, is separate from the issue of which club rightfully owns the registration. I'll tell you right. This aspect will be dealt with shortly. So I guess KSAFA said them go deal with the player differently, I guess. Based on the foregoing, it is our position that the player's registration belongs to Mountain View FC. Also, it is our considered view that the players were improperly or illegally registered by Los Prefectos via the Manchester FA. Therefore, all other subsequent transfers should be ruled null and void. We respectfully await the outcome of the appeal on this matter. Best regards, Mark Bennett, KSAFA President. People, this thing are not end, people. Anyways, then we mentioned that the players were invited to some trials. Yeah, I have to document the two people. Open documents, you know. But it can't shape on the screen properly. So I'm going to just read out the document. So this is an Excel sheet. I'm going to tell you what's on it. It says, venue, Captain Horace Burrell Center of Excellence, Dr. Kenworth Nicely, ambulance, COVID Marshal Tamika Hamilton, players assistant Doreen Reed. Oh, that's Miss Doreen. St. Andrew team coach Francis, Kingston team coach Watson, referee Clive Dixon, Kimo Rowe, and Ronaldo Daly. So these are the players. Coordinator, Karen Clark Lumsden. KSAFA U20 JFF Trials. Date, April 13, 2022. People, listen to the people who made the trial here. And then club, this is the official document. Player, club / players names. 1, first club people, Arnett Gardens. Rihanna Thompson. Oh, hold on, people. Too small. Oh, yeah, Rihanna Thompson, Jaheim Thomas, Crucifixio Thompson, Asha Hutchinson. Those were the 4 players from Arnett Gardens. Next on the list, Boys Town FC, Richard Livingston, Damian Blackburn, Jaheim Palmer, Jamel Ashley. You must know Jamel Ashley. I think he played for CC, you know. Richard Livingston needs to play for Stats. Next, Cavalier FC, Christopher Ainsworth, Jerome McCleary, Jalmara Calvin, Omar Lane. Next, Central Kingston FC, Timoy McLeod, Jaden Mills, Rashid Hans, Nicholas Miller. Next, Arborview FC, Kareem McLean, Rashawn Joseph, David Reed, Malachi Sterling. You know some of them people. Next, Ligani FC, Xavier Davidson, Dwight Merrick, Brian Burkett, Nicholas Rowe. New Kingston FC, Javon Dunn, Diego McKenzie. I think Diego McKenzie is Denzel McKenzie's brother. Maxfield Park, Devontae Baker, Christopher Wilson, Christopher Keith. Top 10. Oh, yes. So these names I'm calling out now, KSAFA is submitting a document. They are saying that these players were invited by the JFF to under-20 trials, and the document lists the players' club and the players' name. So I just want to read them out if you play them alone. So I read the whole document with the players, their name, and the club they represent. So that's the reason why I'm reading out the names. So I'm reaching now. Mike Paris, Jeffrey Robinson, Zantria Smith, Mountain View FC. Save Mountain View for last. Pembroke, Stock. Hold on, Pembroke, Joshua Francis, Ronnie Lewis, Real Mona, Duncan McKenzie, Jonathan Thompson, Taraj Andrews, and Zane Pinnock. Rockford FC, Nadia Lowe, Kevoy Buchanan, Antoine Brissett, Akin Lambi Harris. Santos, Louis Watson, Dujon Richards, aka Whisper, Ian Mitchell, Ron J. Watson. Tivoli Gardens, Justin Dunn, and Diego McKenzie. I think Diego McKenzie name listed twice, because I see him on a Central Kingston. And probably a different person. Waterhouse, David Edwards, Devontae Walker. Mountain View FC, Romarion Thomas, Kshaine Gordon, Raymark Francis, Timmy McLeod. So, KSAFA is saying even the JFF, at the time of calling this trial, well, clearly still enough, because if the players were registered on the connect in 2023, February, then the JFF couldn't recognize them as lock reflectors players because they wouldn't be on the connect at this time. So I guess KSAFA is trying to strengthen their case by saying the players played for Mountain View, the JFF is recognizing them as Mountain View players, and they, KSAFA or Mountain View, did not duly transfer the players to that protect us. Therefore, they must say every transfer after that is null and void. Essentially, that's what KSAFA said. So people, tell me one thing, people. If you don't like what the streaming of people, tell me one thing. One thing about this debacle here. This debacle here, you know. Now stop people. And the plot, what KSAFA have to gain from this. Alright, so top 10. What KSAFA have to gain? I don't know if they have anything to gain, you know, but KSAFA is, they are the ones that Mountain View is a KSAFA affiliate, you know. So KSAFA is representing Mountain View's interests. Yeah, man, champion, man, that tries to whisper there, you know. That tries to whisper there, man. A couple, I'm telling you this. Couple players well from that trials, yeah. go on to play for the under 20. Ainsworth, Whisper never played. Ainsworth and what his name? Duncan McKenzie, they go on and play for the under 20. From this trial. Even Zane Pinnock was there, but Zane was listed as a real Mona player. So yeah. Yeah, top 10. So KSAFA JFF make a ruling. So when we read a while ago the document, KSAFA is appealing the ruling. As they are saying they are not convinced that the ruling was a correct ruling. Which they have a right to, if somebody make a ruling about something and appeal it. Yeah man, by all means, you can appeal the ruling, man. There is nothing wrong with that, really. There is nothing really wrong with that, People like up his stream, man. 60 people and 45 likes. You better than that, people, man. Nobody will have to stop and half if you like up the video, man. Yeah, so that's what's going on. United, big up. So that's what's going on, people. So JFF rule based on their documentation and what obtains on the FIFA Connect. The players are duly and correctly registered at Vere. KSAFA is saying that's not the case, and then submit documentation to prove that the players are actually Mountain View players. Because even some documentation, KSAFA submit match card to show that the player them play. Oh, yeah, I missed a message here. If my kid is playing at an academy, why can't they play for another team if invited? This would limit talent movement and exposure. Also, does Mountain View have any documentation from the parents? I don't know. Well, I don't know, and I haven't seen any. Neither from KSAFA either. I haven't seen any to suggest that they have it. So, yeah, man, Jean-Pierre, man, Calvin D tryout, and that's the other thing the team are positive coach, with Pearson and those other players, Yeah, man, Calvin D tried for that team and he never make it. And in that under 20, Calvin went and played for Antigua. He played for Antigua in that under 20, Top 10. But in the ruling it went to KSAFA. But why they never presented these before the JFF rule? I don't know, my brother. I cannot answer that, my brother. I cannot answer that. People, I'm going to read about the JFF ruling still. Just the context. I'm trying to find it. Can't find it, people. JFF ruling. Oh, see it. I'm going about the JFF ruling, people. Just the context. Because some people just join the stream and then would have missed it. So, these are the JFF ruling, people. This is the JFF ruling on the matter. So, this document is dated October 8, 2024. It's addressed to Mr. Marvin Tate, General Secretary, KSAFA. I don't understand. KSAFA said media reports. KSAFA never get the email. Joke thing. I soon respond to your message, Jay. Alright, so these are the JFF ruling, people, what they give originally. Read Kshaine, Gordon, and Romarion Thomas. I just read Thomas one because of the same thing in the two of them. With reference to a letter dated September 12, 2024 regarding Kshaine Thomas and the JFF Competitions Department, and by extension, the JFF Competitions Committee investigated the matter and determined which club the player's current registration belongs. The Competitions Committee, at its meeting held October 7, 2024, reviewed all information presented before them and deliberated on the following. 1. Player Kshaine Gordon was registered on the JFF Connect with Lost Protectors FC of Manchester on February 21st, 2023. A parental consent form was submitted for the player to be registered on the connect, he being a minor at the time of his registration. However, people, so this so we can just come read both of them. So KSAFA is saying the consent form is irrelevant. That's what KSAFA say. They must say the consent form no matter again because they play over 16. But with my experience with the connect system, if a player is under 18, you are required to submit that parental consent form. But KSAFA say, really and truly, this is what KSAFA say. They must say, yo, if the player is over 16, parental consent can't work again. Because FIFA consider under 16 players as minor. If that's what KSAFA is saying. 2. Player Kshaine Gordon was listed on Mountain View's FC registration in March 2023 for the 2022-2023 KSAFA Major League. 3. Player Kshaine Gordon was transferred to Phoenix Academy in St. Anne on January 31st, 2024. The transfer document was signed and stamped by the Manchester and St. Anne FA respectively. 4. Player Kshaine Gordon was transferred to Vere United, Clarendon on August 30th, 2024. Transfer document was signed and stamped by the St. Anne and Clarendon FAs respectively. Based on the above mentioned and decision of the committee is as follows. 1. Player Kshaine Gordon's current registration belongs to Vere United. The committee has recommended that Kshaine Gordon be summoned to the JFF Disciplinary Committee hearing regarding his signing of 2 registrations. 3. The committee has recommended that all players be registered on the JFF Connect, but especially players participating in promotional competitions. You see that part there? That's a joke thing the JFF are going with. Joke the JFF are going with upper competition committee. That should not be a recommendation. That should be a law. That should be the moment that a recommendation means some people. Remember, you know, if somebody give a recommendation, you can think about it and decide not to accept recommendation. And in this instance, it shouldn't be a recommendation. Because we are always at the problem here. If you leave it up to just being a recommendation, it's supposed to be a law. Players who are playing in a JFF sanctioned competition register upon FIFA Connect. Similar to how you cannot play in the JPL and you cannot play in Tier 2 without it. Or you can't play Tier 2 playoff without it. So why not just make it a rule and say, yo, do this. When you come talk about you make it be a suggestion. Joe, JFF are going with them take some beating for that. Them say KSAFA to go where a pure problem them create in a football, same way them no want to play Tier 2. Yo, nothing. You know the chefs in man. There you go. But KSAFA play Tier 2 now, man. The club them decides them want to play. Jay said the transfer process in Jamaica need to be sorted out. Not more cases like this about. Wow. If that is true, it's quite unfortunate. If that is true, it is extremely unfortunate, people. People, make sure you like the stream, you know. 49 likes, people. Joke thing. And we have over 80 people to watch. Do better than that, people. People, we have to do better than that. Like up the stream. Like up the stream, people. Who not subscribe yet? Subscribe to the channel. Yeah, share thoughts down in the comment section. Who is the president of KSAFA? Mark Bennett. He's the president. Them letter the way you see me read from KSAFA, him sign them. Him sign them, man. I sign them, brother. I hope the situation opens other clubs' academies' eyes to what they must do. So, they must dot their eyes and cross your T's. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yep. Definitely. People, see the man himself in the man. From Jura said that, just fix things the people, man. People from Jura said that, fix things. Yeah, from Jura said that, people, Just fix things. Same time. Yeah, no joke. Yeah, man, no joke. And people really, really appreciate the people them who support the channel and the platform. Really, really do appreciate the people who follow on Instagram and TikTok. Yeah. So people, the same thing with them say, the Kshaine Garden, that them say for Romarion Thomas. And this letter from the JFF is signed by Dennis Strong, Gensec. So you know it's not a joke thing. Dennis Strong signed that, people. You see me? Yeah. Dennis Strong signed that. Yeah, man. Dennis Strong signed that, people. So you know it go. You know what time it is, people. Yeah, you know what time it is. So Dennis Strong signed that. So you know, say the people them the boss now play. And Dennis Strong signed it, people. When I see Dennis Strong sign it, you know what time it is. You see me? When you see Dennis Strong sign it, you know what time it is. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to the comments now. Yep, FIFA Connect must be mandatory. What do you think is going to happen to Vere Phoenix? I don't know, you know. Knockings, to be honest. I don't know, brother. I don't know, bro. Don't know at all. How could this be avoided? If all the club them use the FIFA Connect. Simple. There's no other way around it. Every club use FIFA Connect. Simple thing that. Has this happened before? What do you mean? Where a player get registered on FIFA Connect while being owned by an next player? I don't know. While being owned by an next club? Not sure. Not sure. Is it being highlighted because of Craig Butler? Yo, Knockings. To be honest, my view, I think if the situation was with another person, it probably would have been handled differently. That's my view, my honest view. I think if it was someone else, it probably would have been dealt with a different way. You see me? So if the transfers are null and void, then their result in the JPL are null and void. I don't know, Rasta. Champion, that's a very good question, you know. You know what thing? You see the JFF Premier League rule said any club use an ineligible player lose points. That's what they were saying, brother. So, no. Yes, KSAFA is a JFF affiliate. Let me tell you this, the KSAFA still, KSAFA one of them organization that will look at them as the whole thing, brother, because, yo, people, listen to this. JFF said them move away from the old Premier League qualification system. So they are going to play tier 2. See? KSAFA say, yo, we're not put a tier 2, we're not financially viable, and it'll take away from our right. Because in a KSAFA eyes, you know, they think that they are confident. You know. That's what the people them KSAFA think, so them is a confident. So them say, yo, we now work with that JFF. See? So JFF say, yo, tier 2, parish them go board meet now, vote, and them get it. KSAFA say, well, our club them now play. So JFF say, every parish get the option to put one team for the first year. Then after that, Graham, I'm soon answer you. After that, promotion thing. You have to qualify for the tier 2. KSAFA say, yo, we now do that. So JFF right and say, any club in the KSAFA who interested, the opportunity is there. So people, Med Forest, a KSAFA affiliate, decide that they want to go Premier League, so they're going to play tier 2. And that's the only way going to get to the Premier League. Guess what happened, people? Guess what I'm telling you? KSAFA banned Med Forest. People, KSAFA banned Med Forest, stating that Med Forest go against the rule of the Congress where them vote to them now play. KSAFA banned Med Forest. Therefore, let me tell you what that means. Med Forest is no longer KSAFA affiliate. So, alright, you see normally when you transfer players, you know, so the club sign the paper and you carry it to the transfer office of the association, the parish association, and them sign it, and if you're out of town, you pay a fee, and if you're in parish, you pay a fee. You see, if you want to transfer a player from Med Forest, you have to go to JFF. KSAFA to them, no, administer no document for Med Forest, them ban them. And the JFF don't do nothing about it. You know what the JFF do? Process Med Forest transfer from JFF office. It's a joke thing that. A joke thing that people. Joke, JFF run. That nothing happen. A parish association should not be able to ban an affiliate for playing in a competition organized by the leader of the attack. No matter why, JFF run football in Jamaica. If them say your competition can't play or them not sanction it, it can't play. Them not sanction it. And KSAFA ban Med Forest. So right now, if you want to transfer Med Forest players, you have to go straight to the JFF. KSAFA not accept them. And JFF sit down and don't know about that. Joke! I'm going to go to St. Lucia Crescent or Avenue or wherever the JFF office is. That's a joke argument. They need a player transfer course along with the coaching coaches. People need to be certified to deal with transfers. Yeah, I think so, you know. As it is now, the Premier League clubs, them sign up on the FIFA TMS platform and a transfer matching system, and you can there's a course that is offered by FIFA, you know. I don't know if it's just the professional clubs or what, but there's a course offered by FIFA where you can go and where you can do a course, a certification, and you actually learn about the transfer rules and the do's and the don'ts. I did that course, you know, when I was managing a Premier League club. Very good course. Bro, G, you need to teach them balance. Grammy, who I must teach balance, bro? Who I must teach balance, Grammy? That's why me I tell you say KSAFA troublemaker, bro. I don't know so much troublemaker, but I know say them ban Med Forest to play tier 2. Hey, if Med Forest get knocked out of tier 2 now, if Med Forest get relegated from tier 2, I don't know whatever gonna play. Let's KSAFA rate tier them. If them get bad out of, if them get relegated from tier 2, you better go find a league of a St. Catherine and play or something. And camp in the KSAFA league until KSAFA league abandoned. Waterhouse I got kick out Vere Phoenix United over Jerusalem tomorrow 6 p.m. Make matters worse. Travis, you don't know that. People, let me tell you something. When all is said and done, watch Vere play, people. Vere have some good players. Yo, brother, the Phoenix play them can play. I know they say they're going to win the Premier League, you know, but the players that they know, them can play. Romarion, Gordon, the things that you there, him is a very, very good footballer. Romarion, Gordon. Denzel McKenzie, good player. Romarion, Thomas, Kshaine, Gordon. So, there's a little bit of play central for them, you know, what name? You them call him Portia. Remember me? I think of Carlton Brown in name. Or Carlton someone. Brown, Carlton Brown in name. Good player. Good holding midfielder. And one of the things with the Phoenix player them can, normally when you have a young player coming to the Premier League, them can match up physically. Man, Phoenix, them can compete, man, physically, man. Strong and them not afraid, brother. Knockings, you know the style, You know the style, Knockings. If Vere in trouble, I don't know I don't know at all if Vere in trouble, brother. I don't know. But as me say, people, that situation of kind of, I don't know if it's a straightforward. It's a little bit complex in a way, But we know the JFF rules say if you use eligible players, they will take away your points. And you lose by 3-0. But, boy, I don't know people. I'm glad they're not on the committee, okay? Yo, every year the league change. Last year, Cavalier and Waterhouse playing. Waterhouse used ineligible player and Cavalier appeal. Then Cavalier used Cavalier used ineligible player in the same match. I don't know what I think, yo. The rule about it for that. Yeah. Welcome to Iron Man. The rest of the YouTube man, them you give your opinion on the situation, but others would only bash. Oh, okay. You know my style already, bro. I just present the facts, People them can decide what they want to believe, Yeah, Carlton Brown in name. Good, a good youth, man. Yo, and people, Vere have a goalkeeper named Shakur Adair. Are you there? Yeah, man, him can keep, man. People him can keep. Good keeper. Young youth, him about 20 now or 19 plus. They have a Tivoli Morning Cup team last year. I'm surprised how you never get a opportunity to Tivoli club, Tivoli Garden. I think that was a massive loss for Tivoli. That youth should have played more Premier League games for Tivoli. He can keep it. Good keeper. Good keeper. Good height. Strong. Yeah. Positioning on the pitch. Good. Can use the ball in feet. Yeah, man. Good keeper. Yeah, Marcus Reed was one of the players that he played over Belgium, Issa. I don't think Marcus Reed is ready to play it, I don't think he's ready to play it, bro. Don't think Marcus is ready to play it. But Marcus is a good player. Can't wait to see him in the league. Issa, wait to see. Really see our garden get beaten. Yeah, man, bro. You have two defenders in the Premier League. When the ball in the box, that year, 9 times out of 10 times, you might win it. Romarion Garden and Steve Young. So Steve Young play for Vere United. Once a ball in the box, bro. Remember Romarion Garden, he got the under 20 in a St. Kitts. I think he scored a goal too, And sometimes he play a centre forward and can play centre back and whatever. But him is a good wing back. Him is a good football player. Compatible on the ball, strong, can pass, can head. Make good decisions more often than not. Yeah, man, Romarion Garden a good player, people. Good player. Good player. One, Craig Buckler. Outside Elite Sports. Stop the fight against Buckler. Knockings, who fight against Buckler, brother? What am I talking to Knockings? Danny Dread heard a sound that Vere is good. Yeah, then Danny Dread, me read the JFF rule, The JFF rule said a Vere only 2 players, But what happened is KSAFA appeal. That's what happened, KSAFA appeal and submit a water document. See them, Man, them show the ID and say the youth play for the club under 13. And him not transfer from the club to go our last protectors. That KSAFA said. That's how the KSAFA said, brother. So them show the idea. The youth name them on it, but we don't know for him. Can't say him look now. Then them give them match card that will show say they play them a play in a 2022. Yo, Ryan, some of them must have been on your school in Excelsior. There's some own views as a own feel, you know. And them also have a registration form to people. Oh, yeah, man, Danny Dreadman. So the JFF ruling, let me give it to you, Danny Dread. So you said Danny Dread, the JFF ruling, huh? It said, player Kshaine Gordon, current registration belongs to Vere United FC. And they recommend that the player go to the disciplinary committee because he registered for 2 clubs one time. And they must say, all players must be registered on the CONIC recommendation. That's a joke recommendation. Joke recommendation that. Then we just make that be a policy and done. We are recommend Bogo Pam CONIC. That will just be a policy. I need a recommendation, people. I don't agree with that. Yeah, Danny Dread. So what happened is, KSAFA write to JFF. JFF observe the documents where them get along with the dependent system and them rules that the players are peer players. And then KSAFA is appealing now, saying the ruling is wrong or the committee erred. That's what them say. The KSAFA President Mark Bennett said the committee erred. Thus, him appeal and he's awaiting an outcome from the appeal and submit. Him submit a long appeal, brother. One long epistle. Long time years ago, I'm be here. So, people, let's say there, you know. So me are going to the information. So as we get the information, we present it to people. Who can listen, form an opinion, ask no question. Me answer as best as possible. But yeah, I just say it there. So them provide some match card, registration form with the player's name on it. Well, the match card, you know. Romarion score a goal. Amount of you lose. And for one next one, Kshaine get red card, 2 yellow card. So, people, yeah. What phone of you is panic now? Elite Sports, yeah, big up Danny Dread. One Craig, one them. Yo, I don't know what you say, Grammy. But cap up the match card. Yo, see it, brother. But I don't know if you can see it, bro. That's the pre, you know. Don't know if you can see the match card, brother. Try something. Don't know if you can see the match card, brother. Yo, here I'm the people. I post it, I crop it out and post it on Instagram. I do a post on Instagram. But not. Oh, yesterday when I see it. Oh, bro, hold on, man. I know what I'm going to do, brother. Yeah, I know exactly what I'm going to do. Watch your style, you know. Oh, it looks small to me, you know. Watch your style, you know, people. Watch your style, you know. People. Alright. People, hold on. Hold on, people. Hold on. Alright, watch your style, you know. No, man, wrong thing I share, man. No, I don't share the screen with people. Hold on. It now allow me. Hold on. Oh, see it there. People, tell me if you not see it, okay? If you not see it now. Comment and tell me if you not see it now. You not see it? Oh, they're not kids. Nearly leak source. Nothing. No source can leak, man. I get information from my source and email it to myself, brother. You see me? I email it to myself, not kids. Out the road. So people, all right. So see the match card now, people. See the match card, people. So see it's a Mountain View Football Club. I don't know who is the opponent in that match here, but it's a match with a text said 21st of the 7th, 2018. It's got some under 13 thing. Yeah. So see that people. See there? Romarion Thomas, number 7. I don't know who they play that match. But yeah. I'll see next match card now. It's this year. So see the match here, Mountain View play Bull Bay at Excelsior High School. Bull Bay won 3-1. Match played 6th of, I think, May this, 2023. And see the play them started. See? Romarion Thomas. Goal in the 50th minute. Jersey number 21. Kshaine Garden. Or Kshaine, I don't even spell it right still, but number 9. And him start. The people, coach, Jamaya Pettigrew, referee, 3 referee them. That's a 1 match card, people. So see them. I want to see me make it up, you know. See the people. And then you have a next match card now. That match amount we win the match still. Win a match. So see then now them go play Rockport out at Rockport. They win the match at 3-1. 11th of June, 4 p.m. So see the name them there again. 7, Kshaine Garden, 8, Romarion Thomas. Scroll down. 18th of June, Mountain View lost 4-0. They play them there again, people. Romarion Thomas. And the tick where you see beside is glamour, like when the referee check them off, he mark the number. Romarion Thomas and Kshaine Garden. Yellow card in 28 minutes and red card in the 88th minute. And I think our next month we play get red card too. Dante Burt. See there again, Malachi Reed, Richard Leslie, Monique Williams, Jamaya Pettigrew. Alright, look, people. Alright, look. Stop sharing. Yeah, people. Alright, look. Alright, look. I want to think now, people. Oh, proper protocol. So, first, you know, you get the transfer form, get the player who you're interested to transfer to sign the form and submit the form to the Players Club. You know you're interested. And one them work out the terms of transfer. So if it's an amateur player, you pay the amateur fee, or the player a professional contract, and negotiate contract terms. And if the player is a minor, under 16, and the club no want to release him, parents write a letter to the FA indicating their interest to have the player move, and the FA will transfer the player to the club of the parents' choice. Simple thing. If you have FIFA Connect, go on for FIFA Connect, request a transfer, submit the relevant transfer form signed by both FAs, or if it's an in-house transfer, it's signed by the one FA, and move on. Yeah, man, Eagle Republic, man, big up. Nice. Yeah, they're easy, though. That takes the God. But no, the man a winner. You mean? The minor players who get the money. Minors. No, man, there's no money involved when they're minor. No money not involved. But when they're amateur, the maximum fee, I think, is 60,000 Jamaican. The club would get that. They call it an administrative fee. They don't really call it a transfer fee. They call it an administrative fee. So, yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, they not call it that. Minors play for free. Yeah, and unless they have a professional contract, they don't get paid to play. Richard Crawford said Craig Butler. People, as I said to you, I think if I need somebody else in a situation here, I would have deal with better still. But KSAFA said the player played Mountain View, which according to the evidence, I just show the player played Mountain View, and KSAFA is saying that he was not transferred to Las Perfectos. Alright, so the club to pay school fee. I agree with you. I mean, so when them club to pay the youth them school fee for true, man. So when them club must pay the youth them school fee for true, brother. They know them, yeah, them to pay the youth them school fee for true, man. But some of them club don't want the youth them going to school, you know, man. But them club they say a professional organization them around. On a school youth, brother. Big man, they want to play. The entire Saga is good for football, but it shows the importance of FIFA Connect. Jampel, I'm guessing you're saying it's not good for football. Yeah, man, FIFA Connect is important, brother. They always a very important tool that should be used, bro. And that's why I mentioned the JFF must mandate it. People, like up the video, people. Like up the video. The JFF must mandate the system use, brother. And stop both of them recommend. Both of them give recommendation. You put recommendation. Think to be a law, brother. Once you play football in the country, utilize the system. Otherwise, you can't play. Similar to Premier League. If you're not in the Premier League, you can't play. You know? If you're not the people can the Premier League, you cannot play. Now get no idea, you can't kick no ball. And yo, the system is also, if it over time it can all print match and them thing, brother. And them stuff there. And it's a good system, man. People is a very good system. Man, them to utilize it, brother. Yeah, man. It's to utilize, man. I tell you. It should be utilized, people. System to utilize, for sure. But I don't know what going to become of this whole situation of people. Make sure I like the opinion of people. I don't know what going to become of the whole situation. Hey, Nakins. Nakins are easy, though. Yeah, easy, Nakins. Christopher, right? JFF don't tell you to do it, so if you don't do it, if you don't want to do it, and if your player move and you don't have no trail for the player. Yeah, me here where I say still, but well, in a work, you see what happened now? Clearly that clearly that the work out so well. Christopher, right? Here where I said, and me understand so we live in a democratic society of people have freedom of choice or whatever, but clearly, work out that way there. Work out that way there, because what happened now? We have this whole debacle. I now have to stop here, so. Because KSAFA is helping so the players are Mountain View players, and them want they want the players to be officially transferred from Mountain View to Vere, And I guess one of the benefits of that too is on FIFA Connect, with the player make a transfer overseas, then Mountain View would have the claim to training compensation and salary payments. You see me? On a different note, is there a rule that prevents or allows schoolboy players to play for clubs school within the same week? Oh, yeah. Well, it's a rule set if you play for your club. If you play for your club, you have to wait 6 days before you can play for your school. That is another hypocrite rule. That is another hypocrite rule if ISA come in with. Because me and what sports news recently, I'm here the coach Central complain So them will play 2 games in a 48 hours. So them play Monday, and Issa have them to play a game tomorrow in a second round. I think this is something we say Issa heal and this side them will give them an extra day to rest. So the match now go play Wednesday. So the match will play Thursday. It's too long now for them to get more time in Manchester. 2 seasons ago, every team had to be on the connect. So what they want, 6,000 of a Mountain View. Well, I would say KSAFA is just representing Mountain View's interest as the body that they're affiliated to. They have a right to protect them interests. As it relates to the connect, why KSAFA didn't mandate the club to use it, we can't answer. That's what KSAFA would have to answer. They will be the best possible people to answer that. But people like that, 1 hour and 12 minutes, people. Promise me that go for your power. So, really do appreciate the people. As I say, the people who come out and support the channel, Jeremy Johnson, Christopher Wright, John Pierre Knockings, Richard, RR, Jason, Eagle Republic, Issa, Lee. People really appreciate it. Jay, Intense Sports, Ryan, my brother. Yeah, Grimy family. Yeah, people really do appreciate the support. Travis, everybody will turn up, Nathan Geddes Morrison, Respect Chemo, Gunners Boss, Duckland, Nashville Soccer TV, sorry. Sherman Scott, Wandan, Clarendon, you don't know. Really do appreciate it, people. And thanks for taking the time out and be a part of the platform, I'm going to answer some more comments. Feel the 6-day rule too long rather than just reduce the 6-day rule to at least 4 days, regulate the mainstay play. Yeah, brother. If I play a slump on the bench in a Premier League match, that means I'm playing according to the Israel rule, I can even go on the field for 2 minutes in an extra time, You have to wait 6 days before you can play in school. I joke rule that, brother. But how long the player was at Mountain View? How much training compensation would they get? Yeah, man, so the training compensation is from age 12 to 23. So however long you spend at each club from age 12 to 23, that's how FIFA would calculate it. Yeah, man, I say I read, man, Jeremy, man. Yeah, man, you don't know, man. After man, you see. Yo, Kickers, respect my brother. People, check out Kickers Academy and have some good player over there. Them get a player signed to the Surinamese Premier League. Jordan Williams. Remember interview by Knockings channel. Go over there, go watch it, people. Yeah, good interview. Really good interview. You see me? Yeah, content. But check it out, people. Oh, yeah, Danny Dread. No, man. Danny Dread, Premier League play tomorrow, man. Danny Dread, hold on, remember. Hold on, Danny Dread. Hold on. Like what you said. Danny Dread, like what you said that? Hold on. Danny Dread, like what you said that? I tell people them will Premier League play tomorrow. So people, step a game I play tomorrow, people. Harbourview versus Vere United at Harbourview. Harbourview versus Vere United at Harbourview. My prediction came there in 1-1. Racing versus Cavalier at Fred Meter Park. Cavalier to win 3-1. Racing will come off a tough loss last week to Mobay. Cavalier, unlike last season, them seem to do them homework and come back this season starting with a bang. Some expect Richard King will be back in the Cavaliers lineup. Expect Cavalier to win that game 3-1. Racing's a good team and thing, but I think the form of Cavalier in. I would be surprised if the game is in a draw, but expect Cavalier to win 3-1. Don't be all in Tivoli, don't be all in clash of the bottom place teams. Don't be all in first home game for the new coach, Bijan Thomas. Jeremy Jerome Wade still can't find a winner now. Big up on team. Still can't find a winner now. At home, yo, don't be holding look good in patches against Cavalier, but I don't know. And Tivoli have a good team now. Nicalia full on him player there, you know. Let me see. Over Dumbo. You know, I think Tivoli have a edge him 2-1 in the people. I think Tivoli have a edge him 2-1 people. I think Jerome is getting first win this season. I think Tivoli have edge Dumbo in 2-1. That's my view still. But people, make sure you turn out and watch the club them, support the club them. Water out Vere United, Vere Phoenix at Water finish them 6 o'clock. Under the lights, people. Water was back home. You don't know any people. When match play Water was not a normal thing, you know. Crowd nothing, you know. People, turn up. See? Turn up and go support Waterhouse. And Vere have a good support. Richard say, oh, so Jeremy Jackson say, how about you install lights today? Alright, so I have to go make a link and see if we can get any images of Waterhouse at it. How about you test the light over there? Waterhouse have lights too, you know. I see something on them Instagram page. Waterhouse have lights for sure. Proper lights, feeling in a good condition. Everything. Richard Edwards say Waterhouse 3-1. 3-1 for Waterhouse. Will they ever use back Tivoli to them? I suppose, you know. I suppose at some point they will, because Tivoli played much of their last year, and then played a match against Mullins on the last year. His last year or year before? I think a year before. I'm not sure, you know. I'm not sure. But I suppose they will at some point. And say Waterhouse are win 3-1. Cha-cha. I'm thinking about that, people. Waterhouse. Vere lose last match day. Vere have an indifferent record so far. You know, because they lose at home, win on the road, draw at home, lose on the road. Interesting. As I tell the people, Vere have some good players. I think on the Waterhouse pitch, ball can pass, good atmosphere in the evening. The one player on Vere team I'm not impressed with is a player named Josiah Daniels. I'm not impressed with him. He's a Trinidadian people. I don't impress with him. I'm not impressed with him at all, people. Me not impressed with him. God no. But me could say, expect a match there. Vere Waterhouse at home. And the Waterhouse is 2-1, you know. At home, people, and the Waterhouse 2-1. Unseen say Marcus Reed ready. Yeah, I want to see Marcus Reed in the Premier League doing it. Man, I want to see him roll out, man. At home still, Firehouse, Bygrave. Kemar Foster returning after card suspension, I think. I give Waterhouse 2-1 people at home. I give Waterhouse 2-1 at home. Next, Mobile versus Mullins down at Mobile. Yeah, look like now answer your question. Look like me too answer your question. Now answer. Mobile versus Mullins at home. People. Last week Mullins with 4-0. To be honest, I don't think the game was a true reflection of the play. Because Chapperton got some chances. And the next day, Mullins would have feel it. I mean, them did score 4 goals unanswered. But on the next day, could have been a different outcome. Down at Mobile in a fine form. 3-1 Mobile, people. Mullins are travel. Lions always concede goals. Moby at home with the crowd. Hey, the last match Moby played down with the people. The crowd was electric. Even when they play Abbeville, the crowd was. The thing is, when I show about Lions' ability to stop team from scoring. That's the problem. You know, Lions are always score people. Like Lions are always score a goal. Moby, Owen Garden, Ryan Brown. Mr. Jordan Fletcher is back at Moby too. See my trade. Me I give Moby that one the people. 3-1 at home, me I give Moby. 3-1 at home. But I really hope some Lions win still, you know. Yeah. You know the people, but I hope some Lions win, but you know, unbiased prediction. I give Moby a 3-1 at home. Chapitan versus Umberland, Clarendon Derby. Being played in Kingston at the Anthony Smalling Sports Complex. Like I say, against Lions, Chapitan looked good in patches until it didn't. This player Gawain Austin last 2 games didn't have the best of games. Don't know if he will make the starting 11 tomorrow. He's a quality player. Richard Edwards, brother. I know Umberland will find 3 goals from brother. We miss Umberland player set up. They look at them can score 3 goals unless. Oh, if Bushy Beckford play, if Kemar Beckford play, which me think me see some signs like him a go play, yeah, him can cause some real problem to Chapitan. Kemar Beckford, him have the quality of the people. But outside of that, you see that game that in a draw, you know. Yeah, 0-0 or 1-1. But if Beckford play, if Kemar Beckford play, I give Umberland the edge 2-1. One of the things is Umberland defensively is a very solid team. They're hard to score. And the team do coach usually very good defensively. So if Beckford play, I give Umberland the 2-1. But if not, 1-0. And then the final match of the night, Arnett Gardens versus Mount Pleasant. This should be a cracker. Oh, the 2 games at Arnett Gardens will be televised, 5 p.m. and 7:30. 2 games at Arnett Gardens will be televised. Arnett Gardens versus Mount Pleasant down at the jungle. Richard said Beckford passing best. No man, I see Beckford been in the league last year, brother. But a different team, Beckford does score more goals. I'm going to go and I'm going to light up the league over there. Arnett versus Mount Pleasant at the jungle. The match is going to be difficult in the people. Because I see Mount Pleasant last year, them look good enough. But you see when Arnett at home, and the fans and the crowd people, 7:30 in the jungle, they're not easy to play, people. They're easy to play at all. I think how much I'm gonna. Now the CONCACAF Caribbean Club Championship, Mount Pleasant win 2-1, you know. I still think say Arnett I go struggle without Parker Blacks being fully fit and can play a good portion of the game. Like the way how Arnett play, I think them depend a lot on him. And one thing for sure, when Parker Blacks up on the field, he's more likely to score than not. However, Mount Pleasant, solid match day, solid last match, you know. When they play against Racing and Arnett lose to Mobile and Mobile. Difficult to travel going on Mobile still. So much there. But like in general, the young player from the Mount Pleasant Academy, Franco Celestine, get an assist in that game between Duckland said Jungle fans calling for Gilbert. Him going to get the sack if he doesn't start improving. That is a Duke. But the man in the CONCACAF Caribbean Club Shield, you know, man. Control the silverware already, you know. Him can score on the. Me not see what you say. YT got leave on it. Contract up man and them couldn't negotiate a new contract. That's the official word. People, I don't know how to judge a match still. I don't know how to judge a match there. Now I jump. That match I got finish 3-1. People. It was a key got the month on it. Yeah? How much are in 3-1 people? Because them two teams, attacking wise, no, them two teams, normal, you know. How much I got in 3-1 still? Who for 3? No, 3-2 people. 3-2 in favor of center team. Mompes on 3-2. Mompes on 3-2 people. Mompes on 3-2. Jumping some coffee Gilbert too early. Yeah, I think it's a 4-match play. Can't call the coach after 4-match better. And 35 match league in a regular season. Too early for that. Too early for that. But me think more better to win than watch a 3-2 people. Them looking electric last week, you know. On it. Yo, on it like the cutting edge of Parker Blacks, brother. I don't know. No know why, brother. Like when Parker Blacks are playing of a different level of motivation. So I think him fully fit either. If him play, I think him fully fit. Him now can play 90 minutes. So yeah. Give him a person 3-2 for that people. So that's I'm predicting people. How about you on Portmore to draw? Cavalier 3-1 over Racing. Tivoli 2-1 over Dumby Holding. Waterhouse 2-1 over Vere. Mobile 3-1 over Molines. Captain Humble draw. And more present to beat on 3-2. That's my prediction, people. Let's see me. That's my prediction. But people, just go out tomorrow and support the team then. Go out tomorrow and support the team then. Pay the money to go in. Yeah, you know me always got to tell you that. Captain Gilbert lineup always unbalanced. I could see where you're going with that. I could see where you're going with that. I could really see where you're going with that. Why we don't receive an official word on the Parker Blacks this? Yeah, I guess at the club would have to get that in a jump here. The club, brother. The club would have to get that. There's a player who have a broken leg thing. I'm gonna write a post on Instagram about it shortly too. There's a player that has a broken leg from one of the Premier League clubs. He pick up an injury in a game, and his leg is broken. Richard, yes, so Chapelton Maroon versus Umberland at 5, and Arnett versus Muppet at 7:30. Those are the televised games tomorrow. People. And of course, Waterhouse will play Vere at 6, Dumby Holding host Tivoli at 3, Racing host Cavalier at 3, Abbeville host Portmore at 3, and Mobile host Molines at 7 at the Cathedral Sports Complex. So, people, yeah, man, Richard, man, you know what I think already, man. Say left, man. You see me? So, people like that, really, really do appreciate it. Thank you for giving the time out. As they go, people, hit the like button, subscribe, share, talk in the comment section. Really, really appreciate the people who come and spend the time. And they look like you're not like up, you know. People, let me tell you this. Kind of football time, people, but he haven't too much weight. He even call himself a whistle. So I don't think he might dispute that. He might want too much weight people. He can't manage. And if you don't play football for 5 years, you have to lose some more weight before you can come in the Premier League and play. He couldn't manage people. I tell you, he couldn't manage. God knows he couldn't manage. He couldn't manage. But when he get the ball, you see same ability. He can pass, he can control, vision, and everything there. But he couldn't manage people. Kyle couldn't manage. Kyle couldn't manage people. But 5 to 10 minutes, Kyle done in that game, brother. He do well for the last 50 minutes. I'm telling you. But the more you train and, go through him diet and everything, then you can make a better assessment of him as a player. But I think it's fair to judge him for that one match because he might carry too much weight, people. He really carry too much weight. I remember, I don't like him to play forward or whatever. I midfield him to have move. So, don't use one match and judge him, people. Give him some time for get in a shape. And then, you can judge him fair. Although the Bible says, judge not, lest he be judged in the world. You can make a better football assessment of his abilities. That's a better word. Yeah, Duckland, you know it go. Yes, the people like that, Really, really appreciate the support and the strength, people. Like up the video and subscribe, share with your friends. Remember to follow me on Instagram and TikTok for more sporting updates. Yeah. Big up the West Indies women's team too. Big up the West Indies women's team. They're in the semi-finals of the ICC Women's T20 World Cup. Big up West Indies women's team. Yo, Duckland, let me tell you still, say, me talk to Kyle, and the reason why I'm coming back and decided to play is it's inspirational. I think him to tell him story. Now I invite him to interview people. What I say? Or I invite Kyle to interview. I invite him to interview people. And see what he say. I invite him to interview. It's a very inspirational stance in texting because he must say, yo, he just get his son and he want him child to see him play. Because at that time, love, and don't want to be a quitter. I think that's a very good thing, You see me? People, we might take it light, but that's a very, very good thing, people. So, yeah, look, I'm going to invite him to your interview. You see me? But, yeah, I invite him to your interview. But people, like I said, yo, nothing, big up people. Thanks for taking the time out. Really, really do appreciate it. And until next time, I'm out.